We could read out letters about Merlin in like story time.
That could be.
Do we have to read this page by page? That's why we're here.
Quite boring. Do you think?
Great, it's amazing.
It's basically about how wonderful Merlin is.
So when someone has a question, we can read this.
The question is really nice.
This lady would like to ask a question, I think.
Sorry, we're actually in the middle of reading these books.
Do you want to ask me a question? Because I'm the only one interested.
It's a question for all of you, but you can
Right,
start.
listen up.
Before you ask a question, can I ask quickly, are we talking too fast for most of you in the audience?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Oh, you?
So should we talk slower?
Yes.
We will talk slower.
Change your accent, that might be easier.
We'll talk slower and Owen will pronunciate. How's that? Pronunciate.
Good word.
Well, look over. Hi.
For those who don't speak English, pronunciate is not a real word.
It's not a word. Don't use that word.
Pronunciate.
Okay, question.
Yes. If you can speak in French, it will be easier for me, but no.
Macken?
None of us can speak
No,
French.
we can't speak French.
No, so in English, okay. I have a question so for all of you. What is big question? What is the most remarkable or the funniest thing that happened to you on the Merlin sets?
Rupert was on a horse. No. Actually,
I once was on a horse.
that was it. Rupert was on a horse. That was pretty much it. That was a joke for all the non-English speaking people. It's very simple. You know?
I thought so.
C'est Rupert sur un cheval.
So,
No? Okay.
so what? He was on a horse? And?
That's the joke.
That's a joke. I mean, went down really well. The funniest thing that happened on the set.
Talk about when you all corpsed.
Yeah, there's probably
Dark Tower?
In series 5, there was a scene where myself and Rupert Young here wake up from a dream. Do you remember this scene? And we wake up and so I saw a tower and it was dark. During this scene, we had a bit of a problem with laughter. And that included all of us. Usually Colin is very good at not corpsing and so is Bradley. Usually is laughing a lot. But it turned out everyone was corpsing in this scene. It took a long time to shoot that all day. This is not that entertaining for everyone. This is more like you have to be there.
Well, but it was a very weird writing where normally if you have a dream and two people have a dream, you wake up and go, oh, it's so weird, I had this dream about this. And then the other person go, oh my God, that's so odd, I had this very similar dream. But the way it was written was it would go, oh my God, I've woken up, I had a dream. And then the lines would carry on as if we dreamt the same words, which is physically impossible. So it was just the most bizarre thing in the world. It went on, and they were the only lines me and Tom had in the entire series. So we were trying to take it very seriously.
I think one of the lines was, I saw a tower that was so dark it would cover the sun. And then Bradley as Arthur would say, ah yes, the Dark Tower. Yeah, so there you go.
So,
Funny
see,
thing, there you go.
see,
Did you get that?
my story about the horse was funnier.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you very much.
So disappointing.
How cool is that? You look like you're going to sing some cool indie song.
Hi.
Hello.
Now that Robert's here, I want to ask him if he could tell us why Sir Lion is the true star of the song. Like he's an extra of a season.
Sorry, why Sir Leon is...
The true star of
The true star?
Yeah.
Well, I think some of you have seen the documentary, the very serious documentary about Sir Leon that's on YouTube. I think it's kind of obvious. If you see the... I mean, all of us watched Series 1 of Merlin and it was pretty terrible. And then Series 2 started off quite ropily, or badly, and then Sir Leon appeared. And then the show really kicked off and became really exciting. I think it's true. I think it's pretty obvious when you see. And then it just, every time Sir Leon was on screen, it just felt like it was a mature, grown-up show. And I think you can see it from the episodes, really. I mean, don't you agree? Why are you laughing?
Sorry?
No, because yeah, also, he was the kind of leader. He was the last man standing. I think, you know, they were going to carry on with the show, but Sir Leon was so good that when him and Percival were the only two alive, they went, yeah, we better end the show. These two have no charisma and can't say more than one line an episode, so we better end it. But I think that we all know that Sir Leon was pretty. I'm still talking. Sorry, I had 1 hour's sleep last night, so I'll be here for about 20
Rupert
minutes.
is very excited to be here in Madrid.
I'm so excited. Anyway, I think, yeah, we know he is pretty exciting, and he's been here the longest. So
Thank you.
that's it.
Hello.
I have a question and a petition. I don't know if you want to do it, but the question. Yesterday you were talking about doing some theater and Shakespeare and plays, and I wanted to know, would any of you consider doing a musical anytime?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing a musical
He's
right
like
now.
a musical.
What musical?
Rupert does musicals every weekend. Rupert's life is a musical.
I hear everyone saying, no, I am currently doing a play. The reason I wasn't here yesterday is I am doing a play that I'm doing,
See ya. Bye.
he hates me talking. I am doing a play that has music in it. One of them is a musical, so it's a play by Noel Coward, which some people may not know. But about 3 years ago I did a musical in London called The Company. And so
Can
I
you sing a little bit for us, Rupert? 'Cause
No,
no one's going to believe you.
I finished yesterday.
Would you believe that Rupert's in a musical if you don't hear him sing? I wouldn't.
No, I don't either, so it's a lie.
Would you like to hear Rupert sing?
No. All the videos went down.
Right
Because
now.
mine doesn't work. No, I would do them. I'm a terrible dancer, but I am.
We all clap our hands for a beat.
I'm not going to sing. I'm not going to. It's not going to happen. If you want to see singing, singing, go on YouTube, and this guy is singing, what was it? Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I'm like, it's on YouTube, you hear me sing. Somewhere there. I'm in Brighton next week, and I'm in Truro next week. Shut up, it's not going to happen.
They're quite consistent.
It's my day off. No, it's not happening. It's really weird.
Stop it. Owen. Macken. Owen. Stop.
Okay, and one other, I'm not going to say.
Well done, Rupert. Really good. Really
The
good.
answer to your question, that's okay.
6 talented guy.
So yes.
Yeah, and I also have a petition because some of the fans wanted to ask you something and they asked me to do it. And they want you, Tom and Eoin, to do the last scene, your last scene from the series. If you could do it.
Oh, you would do with the dolls. To throw the dolls.
That's mine.
And the kiss one.
The camera there.
Where is it? Oh, there.
There's a camera. Oh yeah.
So you're by the tree.
Sounds like you're not to find
Tied
time.
up. Okay. Okay, ready?
What's happened? Oh my God, you've been bitten by a snake or something. There's so much stuff coming out of your nose. It's okay.
Purple, what big arm do you have?
Okay, not now, it's not the time.
Put Purple your arm or something.
No, come on, that's supposed to be a secret. Don't talk about that.
I can't feel
think
my
you've done that
legs.
yet.
I can't feel my legs.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the kiss of death.
Okay. God! You got terrible breath. You got terrible breath, Percival.
Sorry, I ate something bad.
Oh.
Gwen? Gwen? Hey, Gwen. I think he died. Okay, I'm gonna go.
It was a different version of the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Obviously, that scene was so good in the actual series that Rupert says.
So, hi. Again.
Hello. Hi.
Yesterday I asked Tom, Eoin and Alex who historical character would they play if they have the chance. Tom said Henry VIII, Eoin said Alexander the Great, and Alex said Richard III. Rupert.
Historical person, yeah.
Don't say Franco. I'm joking. Come on, it's a joke. God, don't be so fucking sensitive.
Gandhi? No?
Historical character, well, I would say, just because a few fans have tried to say I'm a bit like him, Jesus. I was, so I think it would be good. So, is that too historical? Is that okay?
Jesus! Who's going to play Jesus?
Is there a limit on it?
I know I would, because, you know, he rose again from the dead, like Leon.
Jesus probably sang, didn't he?
Jesus did, he has his own rock opera. But I'm not going to do that either. Yeah, I'm going for Jesus. Is that okay? You look slightly disappointed. Yeah, it's a bit epic, isn't it? It's a bit arrogant. There you go.
So, thank you. Your Majesties, go.
Wow,
Thank you.
Hello.
Hey.
Alright, so my comment or question is for Rupert, sorry, everyone else.
Love that. That's so important.
I was just wondering, there's a scene where you outrun a horse, and I just want to know what kind of training that took to outrun it.
Which bit when I did on the horse?
When you outrun a horse with the, I think it was with the Druids, was it that episode?
When I fell off the horse.
No, there's one where you outrun all the horses.
Oh, yes, sorry. Yeah, what do you want to know about that? Did I actually do it?
Did that take immense training to outrun all the
No,
horses?
it wasn't. It was literally, we were in a field and they said, right, these horses are going to come around the corner, you wait there and then start running. And the capes are twice the length of us. And I sprinted and couldn't hear them say, cut. So I ran so far and then got to as far as I could go and then came back. But it was really terrifying. I remember asking what happens if I trip over, because I thought the horses were going to just kill me. And it was actually real fear, because these horses are galloping so fast. And obviously I'm not faster than them, so they cut it quite quickly. But it was one of the most terrifying moments of my life, because it doesn't make sense when you have 4 or however many horses galloping ferociously after you, and you're running in chainmail and a very long cloak. So,
But you made it.
I made it look like I could run that fast. For a little bit I was doing well, but it was, horrible, I have to say.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. How was the movie?
Hello.
Hey.
What do you think is the cheesiest or dumbest, if you prefer, line that someone has ever said in Merlin? Any character?
Oh, the one I had to say was I had a dream about eating cake or something.
No, it's something to do with apple
I
pie.
had a dream about eating apple pie.
You tasted eating something that tasted like apple pie.
They're talking about the Dark Tower and then saying, wait, and to go, oh, I had a dream about eating apple pie. And and I was trying to make it funny, and everyone was just looking at me like I was an idiot, as if I...
The funny thing is, I think apple pie was invented by the Americans many years later.
I don't think apple pie was invented by anybody, it just...
No, the American, but the thing of apple pie, I'm pretty sure it's an American
Of
thing.
eating apples with some pastry.
Yep.
I had to say, Merlin, it's a dragon. When Methuselah was flying over us, burning us all to a crisp, and all they could think of when they needed to fill some dialogue was, just state the obvious, Mordred. What's in the sky? Dragon. Who are you talking to? Merlin. Does Merlin know it's a dragon? I don't know, but why don't you give it a go? Merlin, it's a dragon. Yeah, that took a long time. It took a long time to nail that one. One take.
All right, and last question. What role will Rupert play in Eoin and his Lace?